Well, hello, I'm Rachel Buchanan with Experience Jackson, and this is a visit with Experience Jackson. And today's a little different. We are on the farm at Lowry's Little Flock Farm. And today we are surrounded by all sorts of animals. It's a gorgeous day, a beautiful place, and we're happy to be here. And I'm joined by Kent Lowry. Now, this is your place.
Yeah, this is our farm.
This is a very exciting thing. I feel very surrounded in the best of ways. They're so cute. Tell me what you love about just being surrounded like this all the time and what that means to you.
Well, being out at the farm is very peaceful. You know, people come out here and they get away from things. They just get to see animals that they wouldn't normally see, interact with them. It's become an experience.
And Lowry's Little Flock Farm is not too little. You guys have a lot going on here. And the thing that I love about it, I've brought my boys out here a few different times, and you can just kind of stop out, enjoy it at your own pace, and like hang out with the animals. What kind of feelings does that bring for you and your family as people stop by and take part in what you have here?
Well, it was that was our vision, right? Was to share the farm with people. We never wanted to charge admission. We didn't want to nickel and dime people. And through that, I think the community's kind of like really backed us with their support, with donations, with support in the bakery and buying our products that we do produce here on the farm. And in return, they get to enjoy the farm as well.
Yeah, and that's what I love about it too. It's not just the animals; it's the whole experience. A little bit later, we'll be getting some look into the shop and everything, and some of the cool things you guys have here. But it really is kind of like this full circle experience if people are to come to visit. Now, with Experience Jackson, we love to invite people in, whether they're from the area or from out of town, to have a little bit of a different experience. And I love sending them here, just because it is that different, experience. It slows you down a little bit, kind of get you into a different place. And do you have any stories about people who have stopped by and maybe how they found out about you or things that they commonly enjoy once they're here?
Well, I'm always amazed that we continue to get new customers, right? Just last week, we had somebody that came out here, and it was their first time, and they had the whole farm to themselves. It was just a day that nobody was here, and they got to wander around. The parents got to sit, and their kids got to feed the animals. I mean, I see that regularly, and I think that's pretty cool. I'll just kind of come out of my house, I'll be doing chores, I'll just see somebody I've never seen before, and that's pretty wild.
That's kind of a cool. I love the community, the size of everything that we experience in Jackson County. It does feel like everything is kind of, it's a place where you can learn and you can grow and you can kind of develop something like that if you have the gumption.
Right. Yeah, we love questions. We don't know all the answers. We're still learning too. We're just young hobby farmers, when it comes down to it. But it's been quite a journey.
Great. And I hear there are some new things that you guys have been doing lately.
Yeah, so we've gotten to the point to where we're trying to upgrade the farm and just kind of take suggestions from our customers and our visitors. And one thing that we found is that kids just love holding rabbits. So rather than have rabbits, wandering around or in cages just kind of randomly, we've put together a new rabbit house, and we'll house our rabbits in that rabbit house, and that'll be enclosed where rabbits will be on the ground running around, and people can come in and just kind of experience rabbits. So that's the new addition.
Still on the farm with Tawny Lowry, owner of Lowry's Little Flock Farm. And what is this flock of animals we have right here?
These are our miniature goats, and they're pretty friendly. They recognize vehicles when they come, and they want to flock people right away because they know they get treats. And then lots of chickens and ducks.
What's the difference between a miniature goat and goat other than size?
Other than size, they're easier for milking. So people who use their milk, so you're not handling a big goat that can kind of muscle you around. But other than that, they're just easier to handle. People just love anything mini and small.
I'm fascinated by how all the animals seem to get along like one big happy family.
Oh yeah, if they don't get along, they have to go elsewhere. We have too many people that are here and kids that can get hurt, or so they have to behave to be here.
And these animals here are the world famous
Alpacas. These are alpacas. We do have llamas and alpacas, but these right now is just alpacas out. Yep.
And I know that they all have names. Do you want to tell us who we're looking at here?
Yeah. All right, so we have Gigi, and then Kent is feeding Lily, right? And then right beside Lily, the dark brown one is Fern. And then over here is Buster, and then the other one over there is Red.
Have you ever forgotten any of the alpacas or animals' names?
Of course, but I am fairly good at it. So I have no clue why I can remember. I can remember people names pretty good too. So
How did the farm get to the point where all of a sudden it's become a business and people are here and enjoying themselves and asking you, when are you going to be open? How long are you going to be open?
Yeah.
It's busy.
It is. And I understand that it's hard for people because it's like we can't stress enough that right now this is just our house. And so it's just as random as somebody else going up to somebody else's house, a dairy farmer's, or just your house and be like, when are you open? I hear you have a cat.
Right.
You know, and so, but we have tried to be very welcoming to people. We know we have unique animals, along with llamas and alpacas and the emus, and they're just friendly and they're fun to be around, and we don't charge. But it has now got us into a way where, all right, now we are getting a product that's too much for just our friends and family, and so now it supports the farm as feed or building new buildings, and so it's more welcoming for people. So we sell their hats, socks, and mittens, and that's how we can keep it full circle.
Did you ever think that the hats, socks, and mittens would be as popular as they are?
No, and thank God it is, because it is not a cheap process for us to keep doing. And so thankfully people like them and love them and come back for more. So we're so thankful.
How many animals do you have on the farm?
Oh dear. Counting all the birds and then what's hatched weekly, I don't know. I mean, maybe 200. I don't know.
That's a lot of animals.
Yeah.
Wow. On the farm with Lila, and when we were pulling in Lowry's Little Flock Farm, I saw you driving a some type of utility vehicle, and I found out you like to come to this farm, and you're learning quite a bit. Tell me what you like about this farm.
I like all the animals and the bakery goods and how they just let us come here and enjoy the animals.
Do they let you enjoy the bakery goods too?
Yes.
What are your favorite type of animals that you get to see out here?
The donkeys, the goats, and the llamas.
Do you have one in particular that is your favorite?
I think his name is Sly. He's one of the alpacas or llamas.
Has Kent or Tawny had allowed you to name one of the animals yet?
No.
That would be cool if they let you do that, maybe. Now, this is a lot of, I see a lot of kids that just kind of play on their phone and the iPad. This is kind of cool. What do you think you'd like to have a farm someday or work here?
Yes.
What do you think?
I would love to have a farm and love to work here also.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us, and we'll let you get back to work, Lila.
Thank you.
And as we close out, we end out in the shop. This is just one of the coolest perks about Lowry's Little Flock Farm. I love looking around in here. I love all the little slippers and all the wool gloves and mittens and things that you have in here, and socks and things. It makes me feel so warm and cozy. Normally there are just so many cupcakes and treats too.
Yeah.
How do you keep those in the shelf and not in your belly?
Oh, well, it's just the baked goods have become like just an art. It's just I'm getting my project done for everyone to enjoy. Yeah, really.
Yeah, I can attest to that. Definitely worth stopping by for. If people want to get a hold of you or learn a little bit more about your backstory and what this means and how they can visit the farm, where would they go?
Follow us on Facebook, and Instagram is the best way. We try to keep Facebook posted with what's going on with the farm, if we're open and closed. That's the place to follow us.
Wonderful. Well, thank you guys so much. And you can also find out more at experiencejackson.com. Not only a place like this, but other things that you can do while you're on your visit.